Sis, what do you mean we don't have a high yield savings account? You just gotta do it scared. I got you. I'm side-eyeing you though, but I got you. I'm Rosie, and a high yield savings account was one of the first fundamental things I leveraged my funding, my savings, to be able to save $100,000 and get into real estate investing. So if you have any amount of a savings account and you started thinking about, okay, how am I going to be preparing and building my financial future? First step, let's get you a high yield savings account. So I've taken the time, I've dug through, I've done all the research, and I found the top 5, I believe, and I'll tell you why. High yield savings accounts that you can go in tomorrow. As a matter of fact, today, because it's in the morning today, for you to make sure that the money that you're starting to save is slowly but slowly starting to work for you, right? So here are the top 5 banks that you should consider, because we don't play around with our money here. We want to make sure that it's going in a bank that is well secured, and you're also assured that not only is your money being protected, but also it is growing, right? So 1, they have to be verified and backed by a very well-known company. No excuses. 2, they have to be FDIC insured, because we all know what happens to the economy. Listen, we want to make sure there's insurance that's backing our monies, that you're going to give it back to us when we're saving with you. And 3, they have to be easily accessible to anyone and everybody. And you know what? 4, their customer user experience needs to feel like butter. I don't know why I said it like that. But anyways, because we need to be able to easily go in and out, have easy access to our funds, and be able to see what's going on with our money. Okay, so in the end, I'm going to share a bonus of a high yield savings account that you probably have not heard yet. And also I'll tell you the one that I used to be able to stack my cash. But I feel like since then, there's been so many good products on the market. So let's get into it. Get that pad, get that pen, let's get to business. Number 5 on my list is American Express High Yield Savings Account. So Amex, the interest rate is currently at 4.35% APY, and something notable about it has no minimum balance or monthly fees, and it has very strong customer service. I read the reviews for you. It's currently FDIC insured up to $200,000 per account. Overall, it has a solid interest rate. Customer service reviews seem pretty solid. And Amex, Amex does its thing. They've been good to me with business funding, so I'll give them a little props. By the way, this sounds like an ad. It is not. It is not. When I think about how I started to build my cash reserves and be in a position where I can completely jump into real estate investing and build something solid, these are those fundamentals. These are those things that you have to put in order so that you are prepared, you are ready to be able to leverage things like investments and be able to grow your money, be able to invest your money, that you're building that financial future for yourself. So no, it's not an ad, but if y'all got folks in any of these banks, hello, let's collaborate. And if this is information that is valuable to you, join our growing family, subscribe, and like this video. Okay, so number 4 on my list is SoFi. SoFi. How do you pronounce it? I don't know. The point is, they got good interest rates. The rate currently is at 4.6% APY. Something notable about them, if you're doing like a direct deposit, you actually can get higher rates and an all-in-one checking and savings experience. So, your checking knows what your savings, I don't know. What's that Kevin Hart joke? I don't know. So SoFi is actually FDIC insured up to $2 million, a cool $2 million. So yes, stash up in there, sis. So in summary, SoFi is known to have high rates, kind of an account that does it all. And the reviews, it's young, it seems to be really ease of use with your platforms, and it's particularly valuable for those that will set up a direct deposit, so take note of that. Number 3 was actually surprising to me. I had to learn about this bank. It is called Worldfront Cash Account. And when I saw that interest rate, I was like, I wish this was there back in the day. Hey! So their interest rate currently is at 5% APY. Oh my. Look into Worldfront and utilize this banking services. If you have a savings account, I can't stress this enough. You should not be putting money in a traditional savings account. You're actually losing money. You're leaving money on the table. Get you a high yield savings account. So a notable feature that I got from reading the reviews, their user experience seemed quite seamless, and they really want you to know that they're FDIC insured up to $8 million. And their whole personality is, look, we are FDIC insured deep, okay? $8 million. Yeah, they're FDIC insured up to $8 million. So yes, definitely look into them. So what are you thinking about the list so far? Any of these banks kind of stand out to you? What high yield savings account are you using? I think choosing a bank, having good customer service is so important. So I'm interested to know what you're using and how being able to engage with customer service, the ease of use on their apps or their mobile apps, their online service seems seamless, because that also plays a role in how easy you're able to transfer money out, leverage the services that they have and things like that. Okay, so next on my list at number 2, I feel like this is like an award show. Hello. It's a UFB direct high yield savings account. And I thought I was surprised by the interest rate that Worldfront had, but UFB boasts 5.25% APY. What? What do you mean you don't have an account with one of these banks? So a notable feature with UFB is no minimum balance to be able to receive such a high yield savings account. So you could put $20 in there, you could put $200,000 in there. It doesn't matter. Sis, sign up for one. And they're FDIC insured up to $250,000. So in summary, UFB has an interest rate that it's kind of hard to beat. And you don't need a minimum balance. So if you're looking for high returns, flexibility with your funds, this could be a viable option for you. We're giving you options here. So no reason why that after this video, we're not looking into one of these accounts and doing our due diligence and picking one to start allowing our money to work for us. Number 1 on my list is, see, I'm gonna need to call these banks and ask them how they pronounce these names, okay? Varo, I don't know, but it's Varo Savings Account. And they're an interesting one because their interest rate kind of scales. I saw anywhere from 3 to 5% APY. There's no minimum balance for them either. And I saw a lot of reviews on compliments on their app. So it seems like they've got that really user-friendly app, and they're FDIC insured up to $250,000. So Vera stands out to me. When I looked at the reviews, it looked like there was a lot of positives around the user experience of their app. So hey, we love a good innovative banking app. It's smooth like butter. And coming from a tech background, folks really appreciate that. The customer, the user experience is super important. So check it out. So tell me in the comments which one stood out to you and which one are you considering signing up for? Oh, and for the bonus. Okay, so I'm gonna give a little shout out to Ally Bank, because when I started in my 20s, Ally was like, killing it in the streets. Their interest rate was high, and I leveraged them a lot to be able to help save and garner my $100,000 and just like, boom, jump into real estate investing. But today there are some really strong banks out there, as I've researched and brought to you today. But another bonus I want to share with you, okay? So it's the Vanguard Cash Plus account. So I got an email from them introducing me to this product, and I thought it was pretty neat because anytime I was investing with them, and I invest with them, so I think that's why they sent it out to a group to test it out, I'd have to like transfer, from the checking to the saving of another bank, and all that takes time, and Vanguard does not play with your security, so it took time. But now if you guys have a high yield savings account, yeah, I'm gonna look into it. And thank you for adding me into whatever community of customers or people you sent it to. So their current interest rate is at 4.5 APY. It's designed as a low risk investment and provides the convenience and accessibility, acting almost like a checking account, which makes sense because then you'll be able to easily fund your brokerage account or make stock purchases and so forth. And it was nice to see that they're FDIC insured up to $1.25 million, okay? A good $1.25 million. So it's definitely worth looking into. So with a Vanguard account, there are some eligibility requirements. So the interesting thing with their Cash Plus account right now, my understanding is they're still in the pilot stage as of the beginning of this year. They sent me an email about it, which I would assume went to all members. But don't worry, I'm going to be teaching you how to start investing in ETFs because that's the next step. That's why I'm like, let's get our base foundations ready. Let's make sure our money is actually starting to, breathe some life into it. Then let's get you into lower risk investments that also really catapults your money working for you to get to the point where now we're investing in real estate. Yeah. Listen, We are securing our future. That is the foundation that gives, in this sort of capitalistic world or society, we have to focus on us. And what does that look like? How do we build and secure ourselves? How do we garner the knowledge? I feel like we are at a big age where we can't not listen to what's going on around us. We have to be aware of what's going on in the economy. Now, you don't got to read all the news and all that stuff, but just to be knowledgeable, just to be aware. And I think it's time for us to take that action. We got to take charge of our funds. We got to take charge of our finances. We got to be aware, okay? There should be no reason why we don't know where our money went at the end of the month, and the month is longer than the money. No. We're building a life of comfort. We're building a life of peace of mind, okay? Our bills are paid. We're minding our business, drinking our water. Well, I don't know. So I hope this video gave you some insight on the high yield savings account to kind of start building that foundation on getting your finances in check. So if you'd like to hear more about my journey and my story in real estate, check out the next video here. I will see you there. Bye, baby.